I'd have to think about all of them, but this is a very good Scotland team. There's no question about that. I think Steve's done a brilliant job. I really like Steve. He's a very understated guy, but he's a real competitor and he's an excellent coach. So he's done a brilliant job with the team. They have some very good players and they're on a really good run. So full of confidence. It's a great game tomorrow night. It's a friendly. But can this fixture ever be considered a friendly? Well, I don't think any international football match is. You know, in the end, you're trying to test yourself. You're representing your country. You're trying to prove yourself. You're trying to learn as a team. So they're all fixtures at the highest level. And yeah, it's an old-fashioned term, really, isn't it? Yeah, we've got to find the right balance of physical freshness. We've had a day less preparation, experience, finding out about some players, winning, playing well. So the usual things that are expected of us with England, really. But I think the first thing is we can't fiddle around with the team, because we're playing a top-level side who are going to be at full tilt and giving us a really high-level challenge. So you can't overly experiment, because that would be ridiculous. Well, I thought they were excellent that night. I think, like all teams, as you work for longer, you get more experiences together. You go through big nights together, successes, disappointments. So they'll have grown through that. The individual players have got more experience of big matches, and they've got the confidence from some big results, particularly recent games. So, and especially strong here at Hampden. So I really like the formation of the team, the tactics, the individual players. I think it's a very good job that Steve and John have done. Well, my first memory is some of your mates nicking the goalposts at Wembley. So I'm back to '77. When I was growing up, there was only the FA Cup final and the home internationals that were live on television, so it was the only game we saw, really. This is horrendous what I'm going to say here ahead of tomorrow, but I was supporting Scotland in 1978 because obviously we hadn't qualified. So I kind of followed that through the trauma of Peru and the Netherlands. And then we were back in '82, and all of a sudden, for me then onwards, it was all about England. But great fixtures. I've met so many of the former players over the years. Worked with some of them, played with some of them. So it's a fabulous game. It's a great. I know there's a rivalry, and I know people will be wary of it crossing a boundary, but it's a brilliant sporting rivalry, and it's a great game to be involved in. Well, always you've got to compete, because we'll get rolled over if we don't compete. But you've always got to get the ball down and play, and so you've got to find the right balance emotionally, physically. You've got to control those emotions without a doubt. But you know that everything around you is going to be at a really high level, and the tempo of the game will be high, I would imagine. So we're prepared for that, and we've got to make sure that we're a very good version of ourselves. Has he gone?
He resigned last night. Yeah.
Right. I didn't. I've been watching videos of Scotland, talking to players. I don't come out of my bunker during the camp, so I don't know what he said or what the decision is, really.
No, of course you do. I think every single international game is always a competitive game, friendly or not. We know the history of England, Scotland, and a game that we're really excited about, and obviously you have to take every game serious. So tomorrow's going to be a good game, and one that we're looking forward to. Of course, this is football. We want to win every game. Coming to places like this, it was my very first camp when the team played there, and the atmosphere, and I got the taste of what this game means to us players, us as supporters and as a nation, and I've got the opportunity to be here again. So, but no matter who we're playing against, and of course Scotland, you know, it's going to be a good game, an entertaining game, and every game that we enter, we want to win. So, you know, we play Scotland tomorrow, and we want to win. You know, I don't think about that. You know, I feel great. You know, playing at a high level. It's never crossed my mind, you know, when I think I'm going to finish, or international, or whatever it may be. I know the competition I'm up against. You know, my thought process throughout my whole career is give my best, and that's all I can do. So whenever I'm called upon, I give my all for my club and my country. If I play, if I don't play, you know, I've got to support the players around me. So that's no one's crossed my mind. If it's my last maybe tournament or whatever it may be, I just need to keep performing, keep doing well, and see what happens in the future. I don't look at it like me and Walks have a great relationship, and Trent, Reece, and there's a lot of other young right backs coming through. Me and Walks have known each other since the under-19 Euros when we went to Ukraine together. We played at Tottenham together, we played at England together. But the good thing about it is we're probably the closest, you know, in the group. You know, we've known each other a long time, so there's never any bitterness or anything like this. It's all supportive. If I'm playing, he's playing, we're always helping each other, we're always pushing each other on, and this is a competition that you want, you know, to better yourself. But yeah, there's never any negativity, it's always positive, that's all.